Welcome back to Studio 110 Podcast. I'm your host, Rio, and I'm back with an OG.
Hi, everyone. I'm back. It's Shay.
So, last time we were here together, like me and Shay in the studio for Studio 110 was almost a year ago. So, we have a lot of tea to catch up on.
It's been a minute.
For real. And last time I was here, I was actually catching up with Brandon. So, I got my OGs back to back.
Miss you, Brandon, baby.
Shout out Brandon, for real. But yeah, today we're just gonna catch up with Shay, see what she's been up to for the past year now. So we're gonna be going over things like she just had a birthday, she had a little viral moment, and just life in general.
You know that scene in White Chicks where it's like, you look different, and they're like,
I know,
I don't know what to say.
You just had a birthday.
That's what that reminds me.
No,
of.
literally.
I was like, yeah, I did a year ago. Thank you for remembering.
So yeah, what's new? What have you been up to?
Oh my gosh, I feel like life has just been lifing, and
in a good way or a bad way?
Both. Both. You know, my group in the group text when I hit 27, I was like, damn.
You got the curse.
They don't play when they say 27. I don't know what it is, but it's like they say it's like a cleansing year, or it's like a
I think it's called your Jupiter year, where it's like your karmic year.
Yes, that's the word,
yeah.
Karmic year. So I was like, what the hell is going on? As soon as I turned 27, it was just like shit was going left and right, and I was like, what is this? And I remember Brandon telling me too about it. He goes, good luck.
No,
and I was like, what do you mean?
Us.
And then he's like, when I turned 27, shit would just hit the fan. I was like, I don't know what that means. And then I found out what that means. But I mean, I would say overall it's been there's good and bad in everything. I think a lot has just happened this year. There was I remember when I first turned 27, I was dealing with my whole car issue. I thought my car got stolen.
Wait, hold on. This is right after she turned 27, literally the week after, and this is her story. It's like,
I was
my car got stolen.
And I was looking for it, and then I realized, because I called the towing company, and I was calling all the ones around the area, and they were like, no, it's not here. And I was like, what the heck? That it probably got stolen. And then my friend called the same company, and they were like, oh no, it's here. And I was like, what the hell? I just called. But yeah, I had to deal with that, and then it was a whole back and forth thing with unpaid tickets.
I'm dead.
Pay your tickets, guys. And then I think right after that, after dealing with the whole getting my car back, I ended up denting and having a really big scratch on my car, and that I was just I lost it after that. I was like, and then right after that, I had an eye infection.
That shit was crazy.
Yo, I was like, what is going on? And it was right after I turned 27. It was week after week after week, and I was like, yo, what's next? But I was like, and then I'm still not sure what had happened with that. I was getting my lashes done for a while now, so I don't think it was that. Maybe I wasn't actually cleaning my lashes right, but eventually around that time of me turning 27, I had an eye infection where it puffed up and it wouldn't go back down, and then it caused me to break out an eczema as well. And I haven't had eczema since I was a kid.
And this girl's on her story I know I shouldn't put makeup on, but I'm gonna put makeup on.
Oh, do I put an eye patch on? Do I look like a pirate, or what do I do?
I can't.
And I was just trying to figure out what to do, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so over it.
And then there was an asthma attack.
Yes, there was that. And then, there was a few asthma attacks. I guess I used to have asthma as a kid, and then I outgrew it. And I guess now it's coming back to me in my adulthood. Yay.
It's all that reefer.
What? What are you talking about? But
no, but that you kind of have to dive into that story, because bitch, you were on a plane, you weren't even in the state, having a fucking asthma attack.
Oh, that was when I was in Cali. Yeah, I was visiting Cali, and I mean, I guess I'm not sure exactly what had triggered it. I knew I was bound to get sick because I wasn't like sleeping enough, and then I was drinking probably like every day, and I wasn't eating correctly. No, literally. I was like, yo, my immune system hit the fan. And then I guess now when I catch a cold, my asthma kind of gets triggered. So with Cali being like such dry air compared to like Miami being humid air, that really like set me off. And then I was just like dying, and I was panicking because I realized that my inhaler that I took with me was expired, and I was like, well, shit. I was like, I'm dying. I can't breathe. And yeah, but then eventually I finally got my inhaler and everything, but that was bad. And then I got it again too, like maybe 2 weeks ago. I had another asthma attack, and I was like, I can't breathe. Yeah, asthma's not fun. It's not fun.
Yeah, that's scary. Like, especially, yeah, I don't know. That shit's super scary. Like when you can't breathe, does it feel like your throat is closing up?
It feels like if you ever had have you ever had a dry cough before? Yeah. So it's like a dry cough, but when you keep coughing, you keep coughing, like it kind of feels like you're wheezing, and then just air itself
like you're
air
choking.
Itself triggers you. Yeah. It feels like crazy. You're choking. So I'm like,
that's so scary, bitch. And you're on your story like, should I go to the hospital? Yes, bitch.
I'm just there like, I can't breathe. Oh, and then I also caught my first ear infection too. I never knew what that felt like until recently.
Those hurt.
Oh my gosh. It was like one of the worst like cold sicknesses that I ever had because it triggered my asthma. I remember my throat, I couldn't swallow for days. I thought I had strep throat, but I didn't. And then it caused me to have an ear infection. And then I was like, yo,
someone's like putting a fucking evil eye on you. No, that's what
I thought. And I was like, who's putting a hit on me right now? Like, what is going on?
You need a limpieza. You need a cleanse.
That's what I'm saying. And then, yeah, ear infections are not fun. I realized that you also get really dizzy off of that too.
Yeah.
I did not know that. And then I was like, I thought I felt drunk. And I was like, yo, why? When I move, like I feel like I'm tipsy. I don't know. It was so weird. Was your
birthday at least good? Yeah, because apparently the weeks after sucked.
My birthday was fine. I don't remember it, so that means that it was good.
I think I was there for a little bit.
I think I was really drunk. We went at that to point.
Like 11, right?
Yeah. Well, I went to Sexy Fish for a little bit, and then I went to 11, and then 11 was really fun. I don't know how, but I always end up going back to 11. It's just like my little spot out here. Crying. But yeah, overall there was that, and then I think everything has just been like such a blur. I don't know.
So how are you feeling now? You feel like 27 is still kicking your ass, or like it's
right now? I don't know. I don't want to say anything like too good because it's like I don't want to jinx it, but I mean, I guess there's highs and there's lows. Right now I feel like I'm a little bit on a high, but yeah. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of enjoying it. I mean, I'm learning, and yeah,
and you were traveling, right?
I'm traveling.
Where are you going to next?
That's a good question. I think I might go to New York soon, actually.
Ooh, let me know. I love me a New York trip. Like
some people want me to visit them out there, so we'll see.
Ooh, some people.
Some people.
Let's hear it.
I don't know. Okay, so I've been on this app recently called Raya.
I love Raya.
I love Raya. Mind you, I've always been against like online dating apps. Like I didn't like Tinder. I deleted it.
Sucks.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even complete my freaking profile off Hinge. I was going to because people said it was good, but they asked too many questions. And I'm like, I don't have time for all this. So I never completed my profile on Hinge. I deleted Tinder after an hour.
Yeah, Tinder's gross.
And then I'm just like, whatever. I was like, if people slide in my DMs, I guess. But I'd rather meet people organically. And then I got accepted into Raya. So I was like, whatever, like, I'll do it. I did it right before I went on my recent trip to Puerto Rico because I was like,
you're hilarious.
I don't know who I'm gonna meet out there. So yeah, but Raya is really fun. It's cool.
Have you met anyone on there?
In person? Not yet, but I have talked to a couple of people like online, and I'm just like connecting and networking with them. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I love
So
it.
are you like talking to anybody right now?
I'm talking to someone. Oh my gosh. So I guess I have to tell you about my little Puerto Rico trip
Oh
recently.
God. Well, we are gonna get into that
Okay,
eventually, like
okay.
because of the whole like moment you had. Like,
But yeah. I mean, I'm talking to a few people. Like today I got my hair done, and the person that did my hair today is actually a celebrity hairstylist, and I met
nice.
him through a guy that I met through Raya, because he was
Exactly.
like, my boy moved to Miami, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, perfect. So I'm like, I don't know. I think it's really good, not even just for like dating, but just like networking, connecting.
Yeah,
So I think it's super
I have
dope.
the just for friends version, or where you literally just like are on there for like networking.
I see that, but I'm like, I feel like they're still gonna be like, you're not really here just for friends type shit. I don't know.
I don't want to like meet these people.
I feel that too, but I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I'm still open. Like, I'm open to making connections and working together. And also, I'm single, so
Period.
there's that.
But yeah, I gotta love that. So you went to Puerto Rico. Was
Mhm.
this a solo trip?
It was a solo trip. It was super last minute. It was funny because I was like, I didn't even know I was gonna go till maybe like a week before. I was still waiting to hear back from my job to see if my PTO got approved. And then as soon as I got approved, I was like, all right, bet I'm booking my ticket the week after. And then I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna do a solo trip. And I haven't done a solo trip in like
A while.
a while. Yeah. My last one I think was like New York or something a year ago. And then before that I did Mexico. But this one I would say was my most favorite solo trip so far. I had tons of fun. I met a lot of people. I stayed in a hostel for the very first
No
time.
way.
Yo, I
Was
mean,
it
it's not
scary?
as bad as people think. Like
Me,
they
I'm
make
so
it out to
fucking
be.
spoiled. I'm like, was it scary?
No, I mean, so the good thing is that, which made me feel comfortable, was that it was a women's only hostel. So that itself, I was like, okay, like at least I don't have to worry about some fucking random creep, like,
Yeah.
you know, creeping up on me. But it was women's only, and a lot of them are like all solo travelers too, like all
Nice.
around the world, which
That
is really
sounds fun.
cool. Yeah. And then a lot of people that were in Puerto Rico were there for Bad Bunny's residency, which I went to.
Period.
And
This is where she had her viral moment. If you have not seen it, log in. Like,
go on my TikTok. But yeah. There was a lot of people there. So there was like tourists all over the world. And then even like the locals there were super nice too. I made friends with the locals. I made friends with different tourists. I even met a guy there too.
what's the tea?
The tea. It was so funny because so I was only in Puerto Rico for, it was a really quick trip. I was there for like three days. Okay, I was there for 3 days. And then I left, so I was there from Wednesday to Saturday. And I flew there Wednesday. I was already tired because I was a little bit on no sleep the days prior to. And I was like, whatever, I'm still gonna go venture out. I was having dinner. I had dinner, and it was funny because I was looking at restaurants to go to, and there's this one restaurant because it had mofongo.
Ooh.
And I was like, ooh, I want to try that. And then they were saying it's in this little area in Old San Juan called La Perla.
Ooh.
And they say I mean, there's
Like the lingerie.
no, it's not. It's not like lingerie. They say, I mean, I heard like iffy suggestions about it. I've heard like people that I know that are from Puerto Rico. They're like, yeah, you know, you'll be safe. But people are online. They're like, don't go there. Like they don't like tourists. It's super dangerous. But I was like, let me try it out.
I feel like shit's only dangerous if like you're stupid. Like if you're stupid and you're causing problems, like it's gonna be
like,
dangerous.
For in La Perla, they have a really big like no phones out policy because there's a lot of activity that goes on out there. So they just want you to be respectful to the locals, and just like if you want to like look around, that's fine, but like just don't have your phone out.
Yeah,
that's like
fair.
the really big thing. Yeah,
It's like going to like a sex club.
Yeah, pretty much. So I was like, okay, let me try a restaurant in there. So I went in there, and then I was only supposed to go there. I wanted to leave before it got dark, But then I stayed there a little too long and it was already dark. And I was like, I asked the server, I was like, is it okay if I like walk around here? Because the bar that I wanted to go to, it was a 5-minute walk, but I was like, I don't know how sketchy the area is. But he's like, no, you're good. Just go this way because there's more light. That way, there's no light at all. So I was like, okay, heard.
That's insane.
He goes, but you're good. You're fine. And I was like, okay. And like, it was so funny because while I was eating dinner, I was on FaceTime with one of my best friends. And I was like, I don't know if I should go out tonight. Like, I'm actually really tired. And I think I just want to like go to sleep. And then she's like, I think you should go out for one drink. Like, just go to a bar and just have one drink. And
Why
then
not?
yeah, and then after that you could go home. And
She's
I was
a real
like,
one.
fine. I know. She's a real one because I had a great night. And then so I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So I was looking at bars nearby, and there's this one bar that I found on TikTok, and it's called El Cafetín. And
I think I've heard of that one.
you've definitely probably seen it.
Yeah.
Their marketing is really funny. So the bar is known for, all the bartenders are like hot guys. And at a certain point, they take their shirts off and they start pouring shots. So it's kind of like a male strip club type of vibe.
It's like strip club lights. Like diet strip club.
Yeah. But I was like, ooh, let me check that place out.
You're hilarious.
Because I was like, why not? And then
you were acting like a fucking auntie on this trip, bitch.
An auntie?
Said, let me go see where these young men are at.
Let me go scoping real quick. Yeah, so I went there and I got there pretty early, and it was like, it wasn't as packed yet. It was still like pretty light, and I was like, it seems okay. But it was only 8 o'clock. Like things don't start hitting until like 10.
Should have been out if it was 8 o'clock.
I was like, I want to go to sleep. And then so I grab a drink, and I see, it's funny because there's this one bartender there too that I see him on social media, and I'm like, oh, he's cute. But I'm like, I'm sure he gets hit on a lot. So I was like, whatever. But I got a drink from him. And then I was just like standing there, and this one girl comes up to me. She's there with her boyfriend. And then there was another girl standing near me too. She was also there by herself. She had friends in Puerto Rico, but she just went to that bar by herself. And the girl with the boyfriend comes up to both of us, and she just starts talking. She was like, oh, are you guys from here? Yada, yada. And then immediately, like, we all clicked. And I was like, okay, yeah, like, they're a vibe. I know. I was just like,
it's like a drunk bathroom, drunk girl's bathroom experience.
We weren't even drunk yet, but
I know,
they just started
it's
talking.
like the same vibe, you know, like when you just meet a random girl that you have no idea who she is, and it's just like, okay, that's bestie for the night. Like,
yes. And then we were just talking, and then so the girl with the boyfriend was like, she asked us, she goes, are you guys single? I was like, yeah, I'm single. And then she asked her boyfriend, she goes, oh, can we buy her a drink? And then he goes, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool.
Oh my God.
And then she's like, girl, I'm going to find you a man tonight. And I was like, okay, sure, why not? She goes, yeah, no, we're on a mission. I'm going to find you a man tonight. And I was like, okay. And then she's like, do you see anybody here that's cute? And I was like, oh, well, I think the bartender's cute. And she goes, okay, bet. And then she grabs me. She goes to the bartender and she goes, I want you to make her drink. And I'm just standing there awkwardly like this. I'm like,
you're like avoiding eye contact.
I was really avoiding eye contact. I was like, okay, now I feel embarrassed. And then I don't know what she had said to him. I think she was just like talking to him a little bit. And then she was probably like, oh, do you like my friend? Yada, yada. Or like, my friend thinks you're cute. I don't really know what she said, but I think we both got shy. So we really didn't say anything to each other. And I was like, oh, what did he say? She goes, oh, he didn't really say anything. I think he's shy. He just smiled. And that was it.
I just burped.
It's okay. You're good. And then, so there was nothing from that. I'm like, honestly, it's okay. I was like, he probably gets hit on a lot because he's a good looking guy. So I was like, I don't need to deal with that. And then she goes, okay.
You're like, where's the ugly guys?
No, literally. And then she was like, okay, we're going to keep scoping. And then, so she kept like pointing at different guys, and like, I don't know how to word this, but
they were ugly?
They just weren't my type, but a lot of them that she was pointing at were like just Caucasian males.
She
Like,
said, "We need you
I
to get you a
didn't
white
come
man."
to Puerto Rico for that. I did not come to Puerto Rico for that.
She was trying to get you a sugar daddy.
I was like, why? There was this one guy that looked like an unsuccessful version of Justin Bieber.
Scary.
And I was like, she goes,
Scary.
what about him? And I was like, no, he looks
Ew,
like a
bitch.
downgraded Justin Bieber. And she
I'd
goes,
be like, "Do you hate me?"
she goes, really? And I was just like, yeah, no. And then eventually it started to get more packed too as we had our drinks. And then eventually she points at this one guy. And then she goes, what about him? And I was like, I look at him and I'm like, oh, he's cute, but I'm pretty sure he has a girlfriend. And then she's like, really? And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's here with a girl. There was so many bodies in at that point. So I was like, you
Not
couldn't really
bodies.
tell. Yeah, no, it was like packed. We were packed like sardines.
Ew. I bet it was sweaty in there.
A little bit, but it was still lit. The music there, it was
I
lit.
bet. Like music here has been like sucking lately.
Yeah. Well, I mean, especially being there, every club and bar and restaurant you go to, and I guess it's because of his residency, we're all playing Bad Bunny. Every single one you walk into, I was like, damn, that's their superhero
Period.
for sure.
So this.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me tell you.
Okay, go off.
Let me finish this one story. And then, so I was just like, I think he's here with a girl. And then she was like, I don't think so. And then she goes to her boyfriend. She goes, that guy over there, do you think that he's with a girl? And he goes, no, I think he's here either by himself or with friends. And then she goes, okay, bet. And she grabs me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I swear if she tells this man and his girlfriend punches me in the face,
It's her fault.
I'm blaming this on you. Because
For
I was
real.
like, damn, I got punched in Puerto Rico. And then she goes up to him. I don't even know what she said because it was so loud in there. And I'm just standing there. And then she said something to him and he looked at me and like nodded. And then she just pushed me towards him. And then we just started dancing. And I was like,
dead.
I was just like, okay. I started like laughing because I was like, what is life right now? And then they said that they were like, him and his friends were about to go because they wanted to go eat something. They didn't eat anything all day, but like we got each other's contacts. And then after that, I forgot what had happened. I think everyone started to kind of like leave. I went to the bar like nearby called La Factoria because I heard it was another like really good bar.
Yeah.
It's a really good bar, but it was the day that I went, it was pretty dead. They were saying to come back another day and I was like, okay. But there I was just having like water. And then I talked to some of the locals out there too. And they were super nice. They were just giving me like recommendations. They took care of my water too. And then I walked back
I
home.
always forget that water costs money.
I know,
outside of the
literally. I'm just like, well, I mean, I just kept buying bottled water.
Yeah.
But
probably for the best.
yeah. But then I walked surprisingly, but I felt safe. And it's funny too because I would never really do this here in Miami. But after like going out, I walked. So my hostel was maybe like a 30-minute walk and I walked home by myself. And people were like, you're crazy. But I'm like, honestly, I was like, I felt safe.
I can't talk shit.
If I felt
I've done worse.
endangered, then I would have called like an Uber. But I was
Yeah.
like, I felt safe and I just wanted to like explore. And I was just like walking to clear my thoughts and everything and just like.
And she keeps a
looking
Glock in her
around.
purse.
I do. So don't try me. But yeah. And then after that, like during my trip, I kept talking to the guy and I would like meet up with him I would do my own thing, meet up with him and his friends and then like go back and forth. But yeah, we're talking right now. He lives in Atlanta.
Period. Good for you. So you originally were there for Bad Bunny. Was that after Bad Bunny or before?
This was before. So this was Wednesday night. Thursday, I was doing my own thing and then I met up with the guy and his friends and then we went out. And then Friday was the day of the concert.
Okay. Friday, how'd that go down? What were you wearing? Who were you with? Where were your seats? Let's hear the tea.
Oh my gosh. It was so funny. So actually Thursday night I wanted to check out so Bad Bunny has a restaurant, like his restaurant that he actually owns with his manager called Lala. And it's a really nice area. The food was really good. The service was amazing. I made friends with the bartenders, and
what kind of
we're
food
staying in
does Lala
contact.
have?
I would say it's kind of like, from what I was looking at, it was like a bit more on the Asian side, but I think it's like Asian Latin
Like
fusion. Yeah. But
sounds good.
it was really good. I had like the nigiri there
Ooh,
and
I
the
love
crispy
nigiri.
rice roll.
I was at Nobu recently. I fucking ate up that nigiri.
Oh my gosh, nigiri is so good. It's so fire. But there's that, and then I was just talking to the bartenders too, and they were so funny because they were just telling me, they're like, oh yeah, like Bad Bunny comes here a lot. He eats here pretty often. I was like, really? He doesn't get tired of the food? They're like, no. And I was like, okay. And then he was telling me a story of when he first met Bad Bunny, and that when he served him, because we were just like talking shit, and then he was like, he was like, when I first served him, I was so nervous. And I was like, really? And he goes, yeah. And then he's like, I think he could tell that I was nervous. So I think he told me that he told him, he was like, brother, I'm a human being just like you. He goes, no. And then he said some joke in Spanish, but like they laughed it off and stuff. And then he goes, oh yeah, like when he talks to people, like he
seems cool.
Yeah,
like,
he seems like a very like down to earth, like genuine guy.
I never got stuck up from him. That's why when he dated Kendall, I was like,
people were saying that too. They're like,
when did that happen? Like, how did that happen?
I mean,
but then someone made a joke. Okay, sorry.
Well, there's a lot of controversy towards that.
This is a hilarious joke. This is all alleged, whatever. So someone was like, okay, Kendall is gay as fuck.
I see that all over my TikTok.
Like, we all have seen like her like in 2014 and all that, but this one was like, she dated Bad Bunny. And everyone was like, yeah, you'd think he's super hot, talented, whatever, but she can't understand him half the time, and he can't understand her. What gay girl would not love a man she doesn't have to talk to? Like,
I heard that too, but then also they were saying, people are making jokes. They're like, honey, you don't need to speak the same language to date somebody. So I'm like, man, who knows? They could have just been thing. I don't know. But yeah, there is that. And then the bartender was just like, yeah, when he talks to you, he treats you like as if you're his friend for years, like even if you've never met him before.
I feel like that's part of like Latino culture though. Like, we're very like community based and like
so
collective
true.
based. Like,
a lot of the Latinos I work with, they treat you like,
yeah, like literally every single one of my friends I see is like an extension of my family. Like, my family's already big as fuck, so I'm like, what's another bitch? Like,
yeah,
especially if that person is like good to me and like has been there for me. Like, fuck yeah, your family. Like,
yeah. I mean, even being like talking to all the locals out there, they were so, I mean, I don't know if it's just because they're like, oh, like she's a pretty girl, yada yada, but I think
that definitely helps. Hashtag pretty privilege.
But they were so nice, and they really did take care of me, and we talked a lot. We got each other's connections, and they really, to me, I feel like they really treated me like family. Like, even from like down to the Ubers to all of like all the restaurants I ate at and everything, like they were super nice. And I was like, wow, I love it here. I love it.
That's how I feel about like most Central, South American countries, like the Caribbean. Like, literally, food is gas. People are nice. Vibes are 10 out of 10. Like, I've never had a problem. Like,
Miami's not like that.
Because everyone has like...
But Miami isn't as bad as LA. I will say that. When I went to LA, the service industry there, I was like...
Dude, people in LA are
so mean.
So fucking mean and fake. Like,
so mean.
At least in Miami, they're a bitch to your face. Like,
that part. I'm just like, okay. But, yeah, so there was that. And then the next day was the day of the concert. And I went back to Lala for a quick like lunch again. And then it was funny there. That time it was so funny because I went to... I guess people, I do that at my restaurant too, but when you see a single girl, they sat another single guy next to me. Yeah. So I just started talking to him too. He's from New York. He was here for the residency. And like, I just started talking to so many people out there, but even the bartender out there too. But I had, what did I have? I remember I had the crispy rice roll again. And then I had, I believe, the ceviche.
I love crispy rice.
And then... Ceviche. He had some stuff too that he was sharing with me because he was like, this is a lot of food. And I was like, okay.
You're like, damn, little lady.
You sure can put it all away. But yeah. And then I remember because we were talking.
2 white chicks references.
No, really. Can you tell we love that movie?
Take a drink.
I love that movie. They don't make movies like that anymore.
For real.
But yeah, and then I got carried away talking over there that I was like, thankfully I pretty much did my hair and I did most of my makeup, but I just kept chit-chatting and I was like, yo, I probably should go and start getting ready for the concert so that I'm not late. And then I don't know if I was like nervous too. Sometimes this happens to me and I still can't figure out what it is that kind of like causes me to have a reaction, because sometimes I'll drink an espresso martini and I'm fine. But I think that day, I don't know if it was because I was like nervous, but I think I was having an allergic reaction, because I remember when I was leaving the restaurant, I started feeling like really hot again. And then I was just like, my body like doesn't feel right.
I also have had like a weird reaction to caffeine lately. Like there was like a week where I was waking up anxious as fuck, like just from like coffee. And I don't drink a lot of coffee. Like I have one coffee a day. Like it's not like
I drink a lot of coffee.
Like, and I was having full-blown panic attacks. And like if I'd have like an espresso martini, same thing. And then like I stopped drinking coffee for like a week and it went away and I was like, okay, it's the coffee. But I need coffee to fucking wake up and work. So I started taking
caffeine.
ashwagandha.
Oh, how's
those
that?
Little gummies? That shit works. Like
better than coffee?
No, that's to like calm you down and like not get panic attacks and like sleep through the night and like just like be chill without like having to smoke or drink.
Okay,
like,
that's good. That's interesting. I need to try that.
As I'm smoking and drinking.
I need to try that though, because like I'm like, maybe I should find a more natural remedy.
I'll send you the link. I use the Goli ones. It's like the blue package.
I've seen that brand.
And they taste so good. You just pop 2 of them in your mouth at night and you're chilling.
And then
but yeah, back to Puerto Rico.
And then so yeah, I was like, okay. And then I was in a rush to get ready, so I was like, okay, like it was nice meeting you guys, yada yada, like
you're
thank
like,
you
I gotta
go. Even the guy was just like, yeah, you're making me nervous, you're cutting it short on time. And I was like, I know, you don't have to tell me.
Let's be real, you're late to everything, including this studio set.
Don't hate me. But so I got back to my hostel and I think I was like, I don't know if I was having either an allergic reaction or I was just nervous. It was probably both. But I started feeling like really sick. And also, mind you, I didn't buy my concert ticket yet.
Oh, what?
The concert starts at like 8:30. So the concert starts at 8:30. It was maybe like 5:30. And I was like,
crazy.
Because the thing is that I was looking every day to see if the tickets go down. And the weekend prior to, I was like, because I was checking, I was like, okay, the day of, I'm sure that tickets, like good tickets, will go down in sale. And it did. So I was like, let me try that again. But then I also didn't think about that the weekend I was going to was his last weekend performing.
Oh, hell no.
So shit shot the fuck up. And I was like, oh, fuck. And then I didn't know what to do, because I was like, okay, like, I don't know if I should choose my ticket here or like have a seat up there, blah, blah, blah. And then eventually I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm just going to buy, so the way that his stage is set up is that he has a main stage, and then I don't know if you've ever seen it on like TikTok and stuff.
I've only seen your TikTok.
Okay.
Of it.
So he has the main stage, and then he has like the floor, the people like the people sitting on the floor, and then they have La Casita.
Yeah.
And then they have like the audience around too. So if you have a seat behind La Casita, you don't have a view of the main stage, because they just have TV monitors there. So I'm just like, on the ticket it says no view, limited view seating. So I'm just like, but I saw TikToks prior to, so I'm like, okay, like he walks by like at a certain point. So I was like, you know what? For this amount of money, those 10 seconds better be worth it when he walks by, because I'm like, fuck. I was like, I have no other choice. Whatever, take my money. But yeah, I literally bought my ticket.
The money comes back.
No, yeah, the money comes back and it multiplies. I I bought my ticket literally 2 hours prior to the concert, and I was like, I was stressing out. I was like having a panic attack. I don't know if it was like the espresso martini, and then I was like, I'm buying my ticket, and then I was like, I'm getting ready, and yada yada. And then there's also a bunch of like pre-events too outside of the arena in El Choli. That's like, it's like pretty much like a tailgate type of vibe. So it's like, but it's all weekend while the concert's happening. And then the guy and his friends were there, and he goes, where are you? And then I was like, yo, I'm still getting ready right now. Like, I was like, I just bought my ticket. And then I'm like, as I'm getting ready,
I'm not even on the same wave as you right now.
literally. And then as I'm getting ready, I was talking to like my roommates in the hostel. It's so funny. I met this one girl. There was a girl from Germany, and I think there was another girl from like, I don't know where she said she's from. I think maybe like Texas or something, or Pittsburgh.
Texas.
I don't know. But like we were talking, she's a big Bad Bunny fan, and it's so funny. She goes, I've seen him 6 times. And then she's like, she bought like the VIP stuff and like the I don't know, like really good floor seats.
Period.
And then she's like, the things I would do for this man. And I was like, that's so funny. And then there's another girl that went to the concert the weekend before, and then we were just talking there too. And then I was telling them too, I was like, guys, I don't know if my ticket is legit. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, I know StubHub usually has like actual legit tickets, but for some reason when I bought it, because I saw things online too that people were getting like scammed, and I'm like, I don't know how they're getting scammed.
Yeah,
and it's really crazy. There's been a lot
of fake tickets for everything.
That's
lately.
So scary. Yeah. But thankfully StubHub does cover you back, but regardless, even
you don't
if
get a ticket,
yeah, I'm like, I still want my freaking ticket. I want to go in. And then I was just like, yeah, for some reason, usually it sends you like a link and then it lets you download it on your Apple Wallet. But when it brought me to the link, it brought me to a PDF. And I was like, that looks sus. I mean,
I have gotten tickets through a PDF before.
I've never done that before. And I was
like,
and people in the comments were saying, if you get a PDF, it's most likely just a screenshot of another ticket.
Oof.
And I was like, don't tell me that. Well, I was so scared. And then, so eventually I got ready. And then if you guys look at my TikTok of my outfit,
it was super cute.
Thank you. It was actually super last minute too. I was trying the week before when I figured out that I was going to Puerto Rico. I was like trying to figure out what to even wear. I had a backup outfit, but I was like, I think I want to go with, because it was like my backup outfit was like a white, it was like a white like little crop top with a flowy white skirt. But then I knew a lot of people were gonna be wearing. Bitch. The thing is that I knew a lot of people were gonna be wearing. It was kind of like a theme, kind of like the Puerto Rican colors, like red, white, blue, and then
you were like, I'm going in green, bitch.
Yeah, I was like, let me stand out
for real, and it worked.
It did work.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, and so my top actually, it was a bathing suit I got from my previous trip. When I went to LA, it was from Opali, and then the skirt I had just bought recently. But mind you, I had to get that skirt tailored, and
I have to do that shit too.
Dude, I didn't know how much getting shit tailored costs.
Where are you going to?
Just somebody nearby. They charge me more than the skirt cost. They charged me twice, and I was like,
okay, one, I can fix that shit. Two,
you know how to sew?
My mom knows how to sew. I know how to sew. My grandmas knew how to sew. Like, and then there's also a lady in Fort Lauderdale for stuff that's like hard, like weird, like stuff like this, or like she's an expert. Like she like does the shit. It's her job.
But it's not like super expensive.
No, she does it out of her fucking house.
Oh.
Like,
no, they got my ass.
I'll give you her info. It's her and her mom just pumping out like wedding gowns and like.
I think it's also because I asked them for like a rush type of thing too. They said that it costed more.
Would you have to fix the waist?
It was just the skirt was too long. It was dragging on the floor.
That's easy. You cut that shit and you hem the bottom.
That's what I was saying, but then I don't know. They were just like, and I was desperate at the time. I was like, whatever, I need this done because I'm leaving tomorrow. Yeah. So
next time if you have something in advance, just let me know and I'll take it to my lady.
Noted. And then, so I wore that outfit. I got a lot of compliments. the girls in my hostel were super nice. They were like, oh my gosh, I love it. Even when I was walking down the stairs,
Hell
the front
yeah.
desk lady, she goes, oh my gosh,
Aw.
you're gonna have so much fun. And I
That's
was
so
like,
cute.
"Thank
I'm glad the
you."
hostel was fun.
No,
Like,
yeah, the hostel was super fun. And then even when I got to the arena, I got a lot of compliments as well. And I could tell people were looking because I was like,
she's like, none of y'all matter. I'm here to see Bad Bunny. Like,
but and then so I did do like I was still there at a decent time where I got to pregame a little bit. So I met up with the guy and his friends, and we were at one of the little like tents pre-gaming. And then I was telling him, I was like, I don't know if my ticket is fake, so I was like, we're gonna see what happens right now.
you're like, I might be in here with y'all.
No, literally, I was like, I might just be here crying the whole night. But yeah, and
It's okay. You had pretty privilege that you were getting in regardless.
Well, I don't know if security would have played that, but well, I don't know. Maybe somebody would have given me their ticket. But and then yeah, but the guy was really nice, and he even walked me all the way to like the security gates, because I was like, oh, you don't have to leave the tent with your friends. He goes, no, I'll walk you, and everything.
As he should. The fuck. Like.
And then yeah, he walked me all the way to security, and then even after security, he wanted to see that my ticket went through and everything, and then we were good. But yeah, so I got in, and the lines in the bathroom were super long. All the drink stuff were super long. So I was like, fuck. And I was like, I want to get to my seat real quick. But I bought a drink. My first drink was a double shot marg. Let's go. And then I got to my seat, and then I was like, okay, whatever. If I don't have a good view, at the end of the day, it's like I'll just have a good time and you know, make whatever I got.
You're not expecting, you're experiencing.
Right. And then even just the energy in the room was just so like, it was so cool too. Just the energy just felt so like lit and like just so exciting. But he definitely knows how to put on a good show. He's a really great performer. And there was times where he did walk by, but I know that he's like
locked in.
Yeah, you're playing a character right now.
Yeah.
You're in stage mode. You're not noticing anything else. There's like hundreds of faces there. But then there was one point where, if you guys see my TikTok, and there's controversy about it, but whoever says that he wasn't looking at me is a hater.
No, okay, I saw the video.
It's a hater.
I saw the video. He was definitely looking at her.
That shit was so
and
funny.
Like she said, everyone was in that theme. She was in green. Of course, she popped out. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on.
Yeah, I was just like, I mean, yeah. For sure. Thankfully, I didn't blend in with the colors of everybody. We dressed to stand out, not to blend in. That's like the actual video, yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where he's like singing. There's a slow-mo too of it, but can you see it?
Oh wait, where's the slow-mo? Oh wait, yeah, he is looking at her. I literally took it away from the camera, right? I was
there's a
literally
slow-mo of
looked her
it.
up and down like a fucking snack. And this is the outfit.
Was it in my head?
8 down. She looks so fucking good.
Thank you. But yeah, it was so funny because when that moment happened, I didn't even realize what was going on. Mind you, I had my can you see me? I had my phone like this, like below me, but I also had my drink in my hand. I was looking up at him. I was dancing, but I was like also trying to see if my phone was getting him, trying not to spill my drink. And I was like, like I was like trying to like, you know.
You were being 3 different people at the same time.
I was juggling. I was multitasking.
You were being the bad bitch. You were being the cameraman, and
like,
you were holding on to the drink. Like,
no, literally. And then I remember when he did that, I was smiling. I didn't really think much of it. I didn't really think of anything of it till after the fact. And then when he like walked off to the different part of the stage, I was like, did I just catch that on my camera? And then I looked down at my phone. I was like, wait a second. And I was like, yo, I just caught that on camera. I was like, that's so funny. I was like, not him. And then the funny thing too is I was like, if I told people that, they would never believe me. And then I'm just like, I'm so happy I caught that on camera. I was like, that's in my memes for sure.
You caught it on camera and they still don't believe you.
I know, right?
There's always gonna be some hating asshole in the
Haters.
background.
And then even then after that too, I didn't catch this part on camera, but like where I was sitting, since it's like the first row, to leave La Casita, there's like a door on the back. He walked back there, and then I made sure to make eye contact, and like I blew him a kiss, and I was like waving, and like we locked eyes, and then he just waved back at me. But I knew that man had to go. He had security. You have like what, 5 minutes to dress up to get to the other stage,
and you're Bad Bunny, like you're high in fucking demand. Like even
not
like,
just that, but
like,
you're also
people
you
ain't
have a
shit have
whole
that.
production. You have a whole show.
That's what
I was
I'm
like,
saying.
when you're in theater, like you have this amount of time to get dressed,
Girl,
to
you're
get
talking to someone who
unsweaty.
does runway
I
professionally.
know exactly. So it's just like you gotta go. But I was like, wait, come back.
No, literally.
mind you, I had my business card on my waist because I was like,
God. You should have thrown it on stage.
here you go. But I was like, it's okay, whatever. What's meant to be will always be.
That's so funny.
And then the funny thing too is that at a certain point, so when I went to grab another drink, there was a song that he was performing that I didn't really know. So I was like, it's okay. I don't mind missing this song. And I want to refill my drink because I was like, the lines, there's no lines. So I went to go refill my drink. And you know who I ran into?
Who?
The girls from Love Island.
Which ones?
Oh my gosh. It was from season 6. I don't know if you remember them. It's not me getting a phone call. It's Cassie and
Kaylor and Liv?
no,
Who's Cassie?
Cat. I have to pull them up.
Were they bombshells?
Yeah. Well, one was a bombshell, one was Casa More. So they both liked Rob.
Who didn't like Rob? Everyone was all over him.
I
Like,
know.
mind you, Mans had a 3rd grade level intelligence.
Not
Like,
3rd grade. What's her name? Hold on, I'm gonna pull them up. Oh, Danny.
oh, Daniela.
Yeah, Daniela. It was these two girls.
What's the other one?
Cassie and Danny.
Which one's Cassie again?
Cassie is the dark-haired one. Danny is the one with the lighter hair, the blonde hair. They both liked Rob at one point.
I have no idea who Cassie is. I'm looking at her right now. I'm sorry to this man.
She got eliminated the same time that Rob got eliminated. So they both got eliminated together at that point.
Right over my head, in one ear, out the other.
But
Never
it was
seen
so
that girl.
funny. So I walked past them, and I'm like locked into a drink, and then Cassie goes to me. She goes, "I love your outfit," and I was like, "Thank you." And then I did a double take. I was like, "Wait, I know you guys." And they paused. They're like, "Yeah." And then I'm like, "You girls are the girls from Love Island."
That's so
and they're
funny.
like, "We are."
That's hilarious.
They were super nice. They were so sweet. And then
I liked Daniela. I think she was cool.
yeah, she was crying at the time, but I think they were both a little lit, which
Yeah.
we all were. And then I think because she's Puerto Rican, so like the whole vibe and everything was just like she was emotional at the time. But
Speaking of Love Island, I'm not gonna name drop, but like me and Shania went to the same school as someone from Love Island.
oh, I was like, what?
Do you remember
yeah,
her?
I do remember her.
Yeah. That's fucking hilarious. But anyways, moving on back to the story. Like,
But yeah, and then I was like, oh my gosh, you girls are the girls from Love Island. And then I ran up and gave him a hug, and then she was like, don't mind me, I'm crying. And she goes,
Aw.
don't mind her, she's Puerto Rican. And she goes, I just love that buddy. And I was
can't.
like, it's okay. And then yeah, and then we said bye to each other, and then I was like, I made a joke because I was like, bitch, I'm a Pisces, I'm always crying. And they both laughed, and they were like, I was like, bye. So they were super sweet, but I was like, that was so unexpected. I was like, wow, what are the odds of me running into
Literally,
them
that's
while I'm getting a
hilarious.
drink? I was like, that's so funny.
I feel like that would be the place though. Like a
No,
Bad
there were
Bunny
so many
concert.
celebrities there.
Yeah.
I saw Fat Joe and his wife walk past me
Fat
too.
Joe.
Yeah,
Hell
but I mean,
yeah.
I always see them at my job too. But I was like, they walked past me so quickly that I didn't like process it because I would have been like, hey, I work at this place. I don't
I'm
always see you
dead.
guys. But yeah, they were there. At the show that I was at, Maluma was there too.
You're hilarious.
But he was
Okay, wait.
there.
If you had to pick Alejandro, Maluma, or Bad Bunny, who are you picking?
You mean
Like,
Like Raul Alejandro?
yeah, fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, damn. Don't put me with that. Don't put me with that.
I already,
Oh, okay. Wait. So I would have to, only because I'm respectful of people's marriages, but also like,
this is a scenario where they're single.
oh,
And you're
don't do
single.
that. Okay. I mean, okay. I think I would still say the same. So I think as fine as he is, I'm so sorry. Kill Maluma, fuck Raul, and then marry Bad Bunny.
Really? I would marry Bad Bunny, but I would switch the other two.
It's really like it's a tie.
At the end of the
between
day,
them.
everybody's gonna marry Bad Bunny.
Yeah. I mean, I like his personality is really funny to me.
Yeah,
I think he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely in my Latin men phase right now.
Good luck, babe.
Yeah, I
Good
know.
fucking
You're
luck.
telling me it's a hate love thing.
No, that's a self-harm thing.
They're all
That's a self-harm thing, babe. That's not.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate thing. But other than that,
You'll get through it.
after many, many heartbreaks. After that, I think, yeah. I don't know. After that trip, I was just like on a high. And then like my TikTok started going viral too. The comments are hilarious. You guys are
Wait,
funny.
read like the
Funny.
read the top 3 comments.
I can't even
Like,
no, I mean not even like
it doesn't even have to be like funny
Top
ones,
3.
just like the first 3 that you
bro,
see.
there's some that were like there was some that was comparing me to like his exes and I was like, ooh.
I'm dead.
And I ooh.
He thought he saw a ghost.
Well, the funny thing is that well, everyone knows like he had dated Kendall, but his other ex is still like part of his team and like is still there. Like they're I mean, I don't know what their relationship is, if they're just like friends, they just work together, but she's still there. But a lot of people were comparing me actually to her rather than Kendall because they're like that was like his true like that was like his true I wouldn't say like that was one of his like true loves and then that like we look very similar in a sense, so I was just like okay, but
Okay, let's hear it. Top 3, first 3.
well, there's some that was like, girl, he did a double take, and they're like, he double looked and gave you a head nod. Nah, it wasn't in your head. And then there was some that's like, I think we're all checking you out. And they have the Raul meme.
Iconic.
There's some that was like, girl, sign that NDA.
I'm crying.
I was like, yo, I'm done. They're like, invite me to the wedding. When are you guys gonna have babies?
Yo, everyone on the internet is
No,
just
yeah.
as delusional. That's crazy.
I love my girls. You guys are
Literally.
funny. No, these comments have me cracking up.
Imagine you actually do marry him.
We will see. We will see. But yeah, a lot of them were just like,
so
yeah.
if you see the video, tag Bad Bunny in the comments.
That's right. And then a lot of them were also saying, they're like, girl, like, I hope you DM him, yada, yada. But mind you guys, this man gets at least like 1,000
Literally.
DMs every 5 seconds.
Did you
He's
hear
not
that
gonna see
story?
my DM.
Did you hear that story about T-Pain, how he missed out on so many DMs from literal famous people because he didn't know to check the requests?
You know, I never realized how that shit works because I'm like, how do famous people see other famous people's comments? Because
Comments are
doesn't
public.
it all get, but it gets all blended in. So it's like, how do they see if their friends commented or if like people in the industry
They don't know. Like,
So I don't.
they don't
know
run their
how-
own social media either. Like,
I don't know how that.
do you remember when
stuff works.
Adele posted that picture of her in cornrows and they took her Instagram away?
No,
Like,
I did not see that.
her team, like, it was the one thing that she ever posted, and her team was like, delete it now, and like revoked her access to like her Instagram page.
Why, she didn't look good?
It was bad.
Oh,
It was really bad.
maybe she was just doing her thing. She
It was
said
ridiculous.
YOLO.
I think she had like an interview about it too.
Not an interview, but
So
yeah. There were some comments too that was just like Benny Shay, and I was like, not the
The
ship
ship
name. That's so funny. But yeah, the video is so funny to me.
So you've been traveling, you've been hitting the concerts. You had a birthday.
I had a birthday.
You've been working. You had your ups, you had your
I
downs.
had my ups and downs.
Is there something
I'm
like
on my I would say especially recently, and I don't know what it's been and this type of energy recently. Especially I think after my trip, but maybe it's also a mix of like me being on Raya. But I have been more like open to like talking and dating. I think my biggest thing before was that, which I mean, I know like me and you kind of like
we know
yeah. So I'm a Pisces, I'm a lover girl, and I get caught up in all that shit. But I think the thing is that with me is that I don't know if it like it's me putting all my eggs in one basket, but it's also like it takes me a while for me to like somebody. But lately, downloading Raya, I've been like, whoa, I feel like I'm on The Bachelorette right now. Like, this shit's crazy.
Hilarious.
Like,
okay,
the amount of people I meet on there that
do you have a date lined up?
The funny thing is that a lot of people that I meet don't even live in Miami. So I'm like, we're gonna see towards that. But right now I'm talking towards connections. And everything, and
she's open to connections. She's not
connection.
closed off, people.
You could pull me for a chat.
Pull her for a chat. Like, that's so funny. I can't. Okay, so like throughout your highs, your lows, whatever, like what is the best thing that you think has happened in the last year?
In the last year, damn, that I had a birthday. I'm kidding. I don't know. I would just say like this year has definitely been a lot of eye-opening moments, and like to just accepting change more, and to kind of like just recognizing like things that I feel like that I should go after and like push me more. Like I'm contemplating on moving as well too, or currently in the process.
Mm-hmm.
And just like opening my horizons more, and yeah, I mean it's just like a lot of like eye-opening things to like growth, and yeah, just leveling up.
Oh yeah, I love that. Is there a goal that you have achieved this year?
That's a good question.
And then I have a follow-up question for that one.
I wouldn't say like I don't know. I think I work on small goals rather than big goals this year, which like small goals could be like I was consistent on like working out, or growing. You need
those to get to the big ones.
Yeah. And then just different revenues of income, but yeah, I would say more so on like small goals rather than like big achievements.
Well, those are still big achievements.
Yeah.
Even if they don't add up. Yeah, even if they don't seem like it in the moment, well, you're going to look back in a while and be like, damn, like that was exactly what I needed to be doing.
That's true.
Okay. And then a follow-up to that is, what is a goal that you're trying to like come to fruition?
I would say a goal that I'm trying to have into fruition would just be to be booked more when it comes to commercial modeling as well, and then to open up more of to deep dive more into like the acting industry. I was gonna
say like you would kill it as an actor, dude. Like I've like heard some of your self tapes before that are just like these shitty little like lines, and you kill it every time. Like,
I just think I'm like a goofy person, so like, I'm also like,
because like me,
I love like I don't know.
I like to act too, but like I have trouble locking into a character that's very different than me. Whereas like you're not afraid to just like be yourself, or like be different, or like be out there.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm like a little bit more shy when it comes to stuff like that.
I think at first I'm shy in front of an audience. Like if I'm in a class, like at first if people are watching me, versus when I'm doing like a self-tape at home.
I feel like I'm the opposite.
What, when you're in front of people?
When I'm in a self-tape, I'm like the worst. And then when I'm like in front of people, I'm like, well, time to lock in. Like it's like you don't want to look stupid. Like
I don't know. I feel like when I'm in front of, well, I think it depends too, because like I think if I get called out in front of like an acting teacher or coach in front of people, then I'm like, okay, like I need to loosen up and yada
Yeah.
yada. But when I get in front of people, I think I definitely become more timid. But then once I start to loosen up, and then I realize I'm just like, we're all here for like the same shit,
Yeah.
and no one's judging. You're literally in a creative space.
It's a
and
safe space.
Yeah. And it's like we're all open to ideas. Then it's like, fuck it. Just go. But yeah. It's so funny. I was thinking the other night too about like growing up as a kid and being in like theater and doing like talent shows and stuff. And I was like, me choosing my route, I was like, I don't think I would choose anything else. Just because I was like, I think it's really important to always go back to like your inner child.
Absolutely. I say all the time that like you know exactly what you're put here to do when you're a kid. Like
yeah, and you do it so innocently
Yeah.
and so like genuine that you're just here having fun. Like some people love to paint as a kid. Some people love to build stuff.
I love to
Some people
sing.
love like
I
drums.
love to sing. I love to like literally just singing and art was like my thing when I was a little kid. But
This is a little video of me when I was in a play.
I already know which one is coming. Little Mermaid.
This is when, oh my gosh, this was such a story for another time. But like, this is me. Look at me.
The wig.
The wig.
Yo, I'm crying. Period.
I was like, little girl.
Iconic.
So funny. But yeah. Love being a theater kid. It's honestly cool being a weird kid.
I love
You're creative.
Like,
You're a creative
nowadays, theater kids are the only ones who like understand what we do and like being in like being influencers or models or like actors or singers. Like theater kids are the only ones that really understand like the mindset it takes to be in those types of fields. And a lot of my friends are like fucking theater kids, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I was a chorus kid. I wasn't a theater kid. It's funny, like the drama teacher at our high school hated me because of my brother. Like my brother was in drama and she hated him because he didn't give a fuck about drama. So she saw me like in chorus and automatically assumed I was going to be like my brother. And when I tried out for the musical, she wouldn't pick me, but she wanted to use my vocals over the bitch that she picked. I said, fuck you, bitch.
No, literally.
And then my brother egged her house.
Dang, did he get caught?
I don't think so.
Oh.
But it's never too late. But yeah, like I think it's time for us to sign off soon. Before we sign off, I want to know, what is your favorite like beauty routine or product or something that you've been loving?
Ooh.
It could be hair, it could be makeup, it could be skincare, but it can only be one thing.
Dang. Oh my gosh. There's so many. Well, my go-to that I discovered, I would say within this past year or so, is the Makeup by Mario lip liner. I think it's in the...
She said, let me get it out.
Let me see if I have it on me. That is my go-to. I'm like, dang, this. Oh, yes, I do.
Damn,
What
that
color
shit
is
is
this?
tiny. She's
No,
been
literally,
using that.
You know I've been using it. It's in the color Rich Mauve.
Period.
But yeah.
I love that.
You know what's really funny too that also I just thought about? So I guess it's me kissing and telling. But,
Oh
oops. So I wear the Too Faced lip injection a lot too.
no. Me too.
So
It's in my bag
when
right
you
now.
kiss a guy, it's so funny. So when I kissed a guy recently, he was like, I think there's something in my drink that's making it spicy. And I was
It's
like,
like,
no,
why
babe.
are my lips on fire?
That's my lip gloss, but you're okay. He goes, why do you wear that? I was like, because it makes my lips look good.
I'm dead. I also use that one. If you want to
It's
dupe,
so funny.
if you want to dupe for that one, Sephora has a lip plumper, hella different shades, basically the same exact thing for like half the price. So good. It's like literally the Sephora brand. But I switch back and forth between the two. Just whatever I'm feeling. Because you know, like sometimes your lips your skin gets
Yeah.
used to something.
And it doesn't work no more.
Yeah, so I switch between those. But I would say my beauty products that I've been really impressed with lately is probably, oh, actually it was a Urban Decay Moon Dust eyeshadow. It was a single shadow. Michelle gave it to me. And it's this super sparkly eyeshadow, and it comes in a bunch of different shades. Like, she has like a more brown tone one, and mine is like white, and that shit is so good. Like, you can pack it on to get it
It's
really
like a
shimmery.
glossy finish.
You can do that, or just like tap it, and it'll be like glitters, like soft glitters all over the eyelid. It's so pretty.
Pretty.
So yeah, drop your social. Do you have anything else do you want to spill today?
No, I think we chit chatted.
I think we got a year's worth of tea.
Mind you, we haven't seen each other in a while, so this is really us
Yeah.
like catching
I
up.
literally didn't say anything when she first came in because I was like, no, we need to catch up like
We're gonna
on
spill
camera,
the
like because
tea.
I haven't heard shit. Like, so this was my raw reaction to everything
Literally,
that's been
our
going
schedules
on.
have been all over the place.
Literally, but we will be back soon, and then we'll definitely get an episode with me, her, and Brandon. But
Yes.
thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Rio. You can find me on all my socials. It's going to be Rio Jade Official or Rio Jade Music, and that's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all that. Ooh, it's getting smoky in here. And obviously, if you want to watch another episode, Studio 110 podcast.
My asthma.
If you want to be on the show, let me know. If you know someone who would be a good guest on the show, let us know. I'm always trying to have new people on here come in, chat, have a sip, have a little wine, a little White Claw. But yeah, Shania, drop your socials.
So my socials is at Shania Ashley. That's on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
You gotta spell that for him.
Oh, SHANAIA ASHLEY. Shania Ashley.
Shania Twain, bitch.
Don't get it twisted.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This was Studio 110 podcast, episode
Thank you guys.
6 with our OG Shania. Thanks for catching up. Love you guys. Peace out. See you next time.
Thank you.